EA Sports. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Pirates will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Hokies offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
But the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open.
What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. That is what we call in the industry a rather inauspicious start.
No doubt. And just the quarterback and his receiver not on the same page on that throw. You're trying to come out in the game. You're trying to set the tone. That is not how this offense envisioned this game opening up.
First down here for the offense. They'll test the right side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here we go. They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a crease. It's Silva. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll use the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll try it again. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They bring the punter onto the field now.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixed.
Flying down the left side. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown ECU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the...
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the 1st down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the 1st down.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Trying the left side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
To the ground with the back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Hartman. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution. And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
East Carolina, 21, Virginia Tech.
He'll bring it out. It's Larson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Third down coming.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Moving out of the pocket. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down, and now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
And the Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Briggs. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Using his feet to buy time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. With the catch, it's Hall.
Pass on 2nd
He'll
down.
step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Hokies are in the red zone. Running back goes in motion. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10, and the returner will be brought down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. The give to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up. Now they'll run it to the right here. At the 20, he's got space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Hit hard as he... First down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll give it to the back. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Give him 114 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Takes the handoff. It's Silva. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown Pirates! And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. They go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll go right back to the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass.
And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Gets away. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, and I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Quarterback extends the play. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Touchdown, Hokies. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Let's it fly. He's got it. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And the stomping has commenced.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10.
35. Virginia Tech, 10.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Hall. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Across the 25, he's got room. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hartman. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. Keeps the legs moving. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Pirates will hustle to the line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, ECU! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're going to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
That gives him 100 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Got room at the 35. The expressway is wide open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Silva. open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Pirates have moved it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Tackle is made at the 16-yard line. Brings up a second down.
After run, now throw. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball downfield. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.